Let's do the astrology for December 6th, 2024. There is a lot going on in the astrological world today and tomorrow. The moon is in its last bit of Aquarius and squaring to Aquarian's ruling planet, Uranus. It is in preparation for the moon going into the emotional sign of Pisces tomorrow on the 7th. Mars is still in the sky preparing us for its long 6-month retrograde in Leo and Cancer. It will come out of retrograde on February 23rd, 2025, and then go forward once again in Cancer and back into Leo. Seems we have a lot to think about and deal with. Seems that we are going to be looking at the things with very different eyes. Much that will unfold will be deeply internal and intense. What unfolds during the cycle will feel deeply personal, and for some, it will cause worry and concern. Expect to see the less positive sides of some people, and everyone would be wise to give conflicting situations a wide berth. There will be enough going on without picking fights just because we are stressed and upset. It is a good time to use this energy to find a way to focus on something old that is ready to be reborn. Do not act out from a sense of entitlement or pride. It is important to feel what you are feeling and to remember that people hide their inner conflict with their ego's inflation around receiving any form of personal upset. Some might be doing and acting out a fuck you by ignoring or removing themselves from situations. This is not the best way to proceed. It's like a child taking their marbles and going home. We are here to learn how to deal with stresses and upsets. We are not here to get what we want, but to learn from moments when we don't. Keep the openness and playfulness of the child without the temper tantrums. It is clear that we are going to need to take a look at how we handle things for the next 6 months. We are going to have to learn some new skills. In that process, each of us might feel some anxiety and anger boiling up. But remember that Leo rules the heart, and we are asked to look deep inside our heart and move from that center rather than the reactive places of our mind that want to fight first and ask questions later. Because many are going to be feeling out of sorts, this is a moment to pay attention to your health and focus on driving and operating equipment. This aspect can make accidents happen because we are distracted by what is happening in our world or the wandering of our own minds mixed with the distractions of our emotions. With so much unfolding, it is best to not make any grand conclusions about anything right now. The truth is that we are completely in new territory and we do not know what lies ahead or what choices will need to be made. Mercury will semi-square to Venus and then solidly square to Saturn. Let's just say that anything you say can be taken wrong. It might be hard to know exactly what you are feeling because it seems inside there is a jumble of emotions vying for attention. Remember that communication is 70% nonverbal. While words may fail you, know that if you listen to your heart and do things that are compassionate and sensitive to others, that will probably work better. Listen more and talk less. Look others in the eyes and do not keep looking at your phone or the television. Your presence is required today. The astrology through Christmas can be a bit challenging. We are going to blame Mercury and Saturn for this. Don't let the negative thoughts inside you win. The world does not need your critique. What is clear is that the universe has some lessons to teach, and so it is time to be more open to those lessons and know which lessons are personally directed at you. Emotions are going to run high for the next few weeks. Communication will be challenging, and old issues will seem to come back into the picture. Focus on what supports a more nurturing environment in your life. Notice where you are still holding tight inside and not fully breathing. We have to remember to trust the processes and know that we have what it takes to weather the storm. Thanks, everyone.